G'day guys, my name is Caleb, otherwise known as the Critic Kebab, and we are back for yet another Chelsea career mode, this time in FIFA 23, the official last game that will be made by EA Sports with the FIFA license. It's the end of an era, and what an era it has been. I've been playing this for so many years, so many childhood memories. I've basically been playing every game since FIFA 11, and now we have come to FIFA 23, and I can't wait to get stuck back in with a Chelsea career mode playing as a real manager this year. One of the new features that we've got in FIFA 23 is the ability to play with a real manager. As you can see there, Graham Potter has just been appointed as the new Chelsea boss, taking over from Thomas Tuchel. The Todd Boehly era has come into full effect, and he has cleaned house, has Mr. Boehly, and now we have got a new manager, and it will be a fresh start for this team, for this club, and it is unprecedented territory, but I cannot wait to get stuck in and see how this team goes in real life, but also in game. First of all, I just want to say a big thank you to all the returning subscribers that are coming back for another season. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I can't wait to get stuck back in and enjoy this series and have a bit of fun with you guys. So, how this series will run. We will be going throughout this entire career mode, playing along in real time to real life. That means the first couple episodes will be catching up to where I am in real life, that being the 27th of September, the day I'm filming this episode. And then moving forward from that, we will be playing each individual match day, weekend to weekend, playing along with the Chelsea team as they are playing in real life. So that means this career mode will be an outlet for me to express my thoughts and feelings on the Chelsea team as the season is unfolding. And it'll be a great way to sort of be a community for us Chelsea fans, but also football fans overall. So definitely get the discussion starting in the comments below. I can't wait to join you guys down there and enjoy some more career mode, have some fun, hopefully score some cracker goals, and be a real outlet for success in this great team. Now, this being a brand new FIFA, I am going to start off on world-class difficulty just to get a sense of the new mechanics and how everything is, rolling out this year. Once we do get up to date to where we are in real life, I may up the difficulty to legendary, but we'll see how we go. That's a discussion for a later day. We will be playing with 5-minute halves. I'll have the dollars as the currency, as that's what I'm most familiar with, being an Aussie. Of course, we will have the European competitions enabled. No need for a financial takeover. Negotiation strictness, we're not going to worry about this at all, because what we will be doing is continuing what we did from last year. We'll be keeping it as realistic as possible, which means we will only sign players that we do in real life. So if Graham Potter decides to bring in anyone in January, we will sign those players and add them to our squad. But Thomas Tuchel and Todd Boehly had some great transfer market activity, and they've brought in some really exciting players, some that I'm more skeptical on, but some that I think will definitely be successes at this club. But we will not be signing anyone straight away in this career mode. Job international offers, not interested in that at all. And of course, like I just said, we will be disabling the first summer transfer window. Alrighty, so the career mode is now finally booting up. You know what time it is. Roll the intro.
No doubt that the Blues deserve their place in the final.
In every game, in every moment, there lives our history, a history of our pride. From the sounds of the San Siro to the roar of the Shed End.
It's Essien, the best goal that's ever been scored at Stamford Bridge.
Our pride runs deep. When they called us the underdogs, we played like champions. And we rose to the occasion.
This is Terry's header, and it's in! Well, if you weren't here, why weren't you here?
Even in our losses,
Everyone knows exactly what's going through his mind.
we found our strength. When they said they were invincible,
Weybridge can win it! He has!
they never were to us. These are the moments that make us. And then, there are the moments that haunt us.
I don't think the ball's over the line.
The unjust decisions.
It is a travesty of justice.
When our heroes fell, we fell together.
And it slipped, and it's wide, and we go on.
But we were ready for this moment.
Chelsea done it! It's unbelievable! Drogba! Didier Drogba, with maybe his last kick of a ball for Chelsea Football Club. There is it! Chelsea win the Champions League!
Kings of Europe, our London was blue. These are the moments that make us. And now, with our new heroes, this is history in the making. An unexpected winner. And the old guard defiant and strong. But our will to win is stronger. This pride runs deep in our blood, in our people. This is our pride. These are the moments that make us Chelsea.
A warm welcome to you all.
Alrighty, Graham Potter is being announced as the official Chelsea manager. He looks pretty slick with the black suit and the tie. I'm honestly not sure what to expect with him at the helm. I will say I have been extremely impressed when he was taking over at Brighton. I was so just amazed by how he was able to transform that team and his attacking, fluid style of football. And he did wonders for that team. And it's a huge loss for them, but hopefully a great gain for us. So, pre-season tournament time. Well, for our pre-season in real life, we did go to America, obviously because of Todd Bowley's origin, but we don't have that option here in game. So let's just go for this one, I guess. So we've got a good mix of some good teams and some bad teams. So I think that's the best one we're going to go with. Let's boot into this career mode now. And as you can see, we've got a brand new interface. Some similarities, some differences. I was going to say, it's always the same with every career mode. They make some slight adjustments, but the main game overall is still the same. Alrighty, so these are the first couple emails that have come through. Not really interested in any of this stuff, to be honest. The only thing that is of real concern is, of course, the vision and expectations that the board is setting. So let's have a look here. Our youth development, non-existent. Our brand exposure, get a streak of 7 clean sheets in the league. I think that's very doable, honestly. Replace 3 players from the team. We have got a lot of players that are kind of in the older age bracket, but I'm not signing anyone, and I have no interest to sell anyone, of course, either. So I'm not really concerned about that, even though it is a critical priority and a long-term goal. Because this will only be one season, not interested in that at all. So, continental success. We will be expected to reach the final of the Champions League. Not to win it, just to get to the final stage and be a part of the big dance. Domestic success. We, of course, are expected to win the Premier League, as we should be every single year. And the FA Cup, if we can win that as well, that would be even better. But it is a critical priority by the board. Financial, it's a long-term goal. Within 3 seasons, increase your club worth by 25% through player sales and competition prize money rewards. Don't need to repeat myself, it's not a priority for me. The other thing that is slightly different in this career mode is, as you can see, the manager popularity rating is going to be slightly tweaked. It's no longer a set number, it's more like a progress bar. So the idea is to keep it in green as much as possible. And I'm more than confident we can do that. And if we're playing well on the field, getting lots of goals, keeping the players happy, I think the board will be able to oblige me. Thiago Silva is currently the captain as of right now, and he is just making a little introduction to the new manager, Graham Potter. He says, "Greetings, boss. On behalf of the whole team, I wanted to welcome you to Chelsea." Absolute legend. I can't believe he's like 38 years old and still performing at such a high level in the centre-back position. Absolutely phenomenal. We've got plenty of work to do. That is for sure. That makes him very happy, and I'm very happy as well. Alrighty, let's have a quick look at the squad and see what we're working with. I've had a little adjustment and made some slight tweaks to the teams across all the English Premier League sides to make sure that they're the most up-to-date and most realistic as possible. And as you can see here, this is what we're working with for the Chelsea team. Obviously, some new stuff that we've got here, kind of going on from last year. A player's sharpness will boost his performance, making him more responsive and effective during games. Every player must get training and playing time to stay sharp. I obviously will be going through training. I won't show you, I won't waste your time with that, but I'll make sure that they're all A's and that the team is always as sharp as possible. But in addition to sharpness, they have to be fit as well. So rotation in this quite large squad that we have got here at Chelsea, which I think is a good thing. Fitness will be a huge part of that. Fitness is the key to a player's athletic ability during games. Give players enough time to rest and recover to make sure their fitness is at peak for your most important fixtures. Morale. A player's morale has the impact on his performance. Keep a player happy by meeting his sporting and contractual demands. Boost his morale when you talk about him to the press. Now, Graham Potter has just come into the team, and we haven't really got a sense of his playing style, his formation, and really what to expect from him moving forward. So until we get up to date where we are in real life, I'm just going to go with what Thomas Tuchel was most comfortable with, because it's also what I'm most comfortable with, and it's actually a tactic and formation and setup that I quite enjoy. Raheem Sterling joined us from Manchester City. He was kind of our big marquee signing of the window. I'm honestly quite skeptical about Raheem Sterling. When he was at Manchester City, he was one of those players that I didn't think was actually world class. I know some people may hugely disagree with me, but I just think he's one of those players that he's good, don't get me wrong, but in the big moments, he just doesn't always stand up. He's missed plenty of sitters in his time. And to me, Raheem Sterling has never been one of those upper echelon players. And if you do disagree with me, this is what I would say to you. If he was world class, why did Pep Guardiola let him leave? And he let him go to Chelsea of all clubs as well, which means Guardiola and City think that Sterling going to Chelsea isn't that big of a threat to them. So, whilst I'm excited to see him perform in a Chelsea shirt, and I'm obviously going to back him now that he is at the club, I am skeptical. Kind of similar to the Lukaku situation last season. But boy, let's not get into that right now. The new number 9 that did replace him is obviously Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He has come through and taken the number 9 shirt, and again, I'm not super sold on him being the number 9 up front. I think he has potential to be really clinical, but he's getting up there in age, so obviously the experience will be beneficial, but he's not the player he once was, especially when he had great form at Arsenal. But hopefully he kind of delivers on the bigger stage when we need him most here in the Chelsea Blue. Mason Mount, of course, a really good player, really solid in that right wing or even central positions. He hasn't had the best start to the season, but in career mode, I'm going to back him all the way. Let's go across the back line. I think it's going to be pretty stock standard throughout the entirety of the season. Reece James at right wing back. Fofana, a new centre back that has come through with lots of potential. I think he's only 21 years old. I think Boltley signed him up for a 6 or 7 year contract, something ridiculous like that. And I'm expecting him to be one of those players that learns from the older guys like Thiago Silva, Kalidou Koulibaly, and becomes one of our shining lights moving forward. Obviously, Cesar Azpilicueta, our club captain, will be coming through into that position occasionally as well for rotation's sake. Thiago Silva, when Azpilicueta is not in the side, will be the captain leading us out. Koulibaly, I think he's an elite centre back. I was going to say he's come through into this team with many years experience in the Serie A, playing for Napoli. And I think he's, 31 years old? That's correct. And he's just going to be an absolute beast, I think. Especially if he's got the longevity that Thiago Silva has had. Those two together, chef's kiss. I cannot wait to see those guys be a partnership throughout this season. And Cucurella, I think he was a perfect signing for this club. Marcus Alonso, he was always one of those players that was deadly in the attacking third, but just super unreliable in the defensive back end. So I never really liked him overall, and we definitely needed a backup to Ben Chilwell, and Cucurella performed so amazingly under Graham Potter last season at Brighton. So I was so impressed when we actually managed to secure his signature at this club. So Cucurella has also been playing really well so far this season, so I will be starting with him in the left wing back position. Obviously, Edouard Mendy as the number one goalkeeper, that goes without saying. N'Golo Kante and Mateo Kovacic will be the two central midfielders to begin with. I like Kovacic because he's got the agility, the intellectual ability to sort of see the passes before they happen, and he's got good up and down the field movement. And N'Golo Kante, he's one of the best central defensive midfielders on the planet when he's fit and firing. Unfortunately, he is injury prone, and in real life that is causing us a lot of strife. But in game, if we can keep him fit and healthy, I cannot wait to see him absolutely dominate the midfield. Across the bench, we've of course got Pulisic, Havertz, Jorginho, Loftus-Cheek, Kepa, Chilwell, Azpilicueta, and then those are our reserves. I'm never a big fan of having a goalkeeper on the bench. It never really happens, does it? So I'm going to actually take him off and bring on... I think I'm going to bring on Hakim Ziyech as an alternative to come in on the right side. So let's put Ziyech there like that, and then put Kai Havertz back into that first position in the midfield availabilities. Broja is also a really good option. I'm definitely going to be trying him out throughout this season. But most of the other reserves, Conor Gallagher and Trevor Chalobah, both great youngsters that I'm sure will be made use of throughout the season. But unfortunately, they can't quite squeeze in onto the bench as of right now. So this is going to be the team that I will be starting off this season with. Tactics will chop and change throughout the season. Players will come in and out of the team based off form. But yeah, this is what we're starting with. Now, these are the default tactics that have been set up when the game was first started up. Most of them look pretty similar to what I will use, but I am going to make some slight adjustments. So for the defensive style, I like playing with the press after possession loss. I am a very possession-oriented style of player. So when we lose the ball, I want my players to be dirt hungry, trying to steal that ball back as quick as possible. And when we are defending, I want to be as narrow as possible. I don't mind if the opposition has the ball out wide, unless they're making really good crosses. I just want them to the narrow areas of the field to be really difficult so they can't pinpoint passes and weave past us. And I'm happy with the depth that we've got there. For our offense, we will be playing with fast build-up play. I want to make sure that we're pinging the ball around as quick as possible, and we will of course be playing possession style of football. So this will be our default. Now let's get into our different game plans. Alrighty, so I've gone through the tactics, I've gone through the game plans, and I've made my own custom adjustments based on my various different playing styles that I want to implement during games. So for my ultra defensive one, I've of course set it up like this. We're going to be sitting back, parking the bus essentially, a formation change, and our tactics change. So we're going to be dropping back. We're still going to be narrow, but we're going to be sitting a little bit deeper. And when we do get the ball, we'll just ping it long to whoever's up top, and we'll be making those forward runs in behind. But there's no reason to commit players forward, so there won't be many people up there for corners or free kicks. And for my defensive game plan, it will be a 4-3-3 with a central defensive midfielder. For the tactics, we will be implementing pressure on heavy touch. Our width and depth will be slightly different, and for our build-up play, it will be slow possession style of football. This is when we want to kind of take the sting out of the game, kind of slow the tempo down, have some control, have a change of shape. This is when I would use this game plan. For my attacking game plan, it will still be the same formation that we'll be using by default, but it's the tactics that change. So we'll be going from press after possession loss to constant pressure. I'll be making sure that we're getting this ball back as quick as possible, putting our opposition under the pump, and our depth will be slightly further up the field. We will obviously be allowing a bit more space in behind for players to maybe run into, but when we are further up the field, it'll be just, again, putting the opposition under more and more pressure to be very pinpoint accurate with their passing. And with our offensive play, it will be fast build up with forward runs. And we'll have a few more bodies up the field as well. And for my ultra attacking game plan, this is when we're just going to go all out. We just desperately need a goal. We're going to be basically throwing all players forward, being super desperate. So as you can see here, this is the formation and these are the tactics. So constant pressure, of course. Our depth will be 90, very high up the field, and we will be having fast build up play, direct passing. And the reason I have direct passing as opposed to forward runs like I did in the last tactic is because if the opposition is parking the bus, we need to be very specific with our passing, and we need to find the player in the right position. We can't necessarily be making runs in behind. So again, possession style, that mentality there, but it'll have to be direct passing in order to get past certain defenders in order to get that shot on goal. And then basically committing everyone forward for free kicks and corners. Instruction wise, this is how it's going to look for certain individual players. For the striker, it'll be stay central, stay forward, get in behind, and aggressive interceptions. Basically, everyone has aggressive interceptions for this instructions turned on, but each individual has slightly different instructions around them. So obviously Sterling and Mason Mount will be getting in behind. For the left and right midfielder being Cucurella and James in this instance, obviously I still want them to come back and defend when we do lose the ball. So coming back on defense will be important, but we want them to be as wide as possible. But when they get the opportunity, get in behind, still make that run into the box, and of course being aggressive with the interceptions. No specific movement instructions for the central midfielders. I don't want them being committed too far forward or staying too far back. So it's all going to be balanced and default, but of course aggressive interceptions. And then our defenders, no need for them to do anything. They are staying back because it is their job to defend. Now, one of the unfortunate things the career mode has thrown at me is that the Premier League fixtures are not exactly accurate to what they are in real life. As you can see here, it's, not identical. So that may or may not be an issue moving forward with the series, but it's not going to matter. The same format will apply, but we just may not be necessarily versing the same team in game that we are in real life. Now, the next thing that I want to tell you about this career mode is that we will be going through and playing each individual Premier League match day. We will also be playing the Champions League games, but we will be making use of the simulation features for the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. So the other thing that I want to talk about that's new to this version of FIFA is this highlights. Play through all the highlights of the game or focus only on your team's attacking opportunities. Make the most out of each highlight to make sure your team ends up on the winning side. This being a new feature, I'm going to demonstrate it for you guys in this episode to see if you guys like it. Obviously, these are friendly games. The importance is not that high. I'm obviously a proponent of starting the season strongly, getting a good run of form, going into the competitive season, but in the grand scheme of things, not that important. So, as you can see here, play highlights, or you can play only the attacking highlights. So, for this first game up against Roma, let's just play the attacking highlights only and give that a go. Alrighty, I'm sure there'll be a few different cutscenes and animations and whatnot throughout the season. but you know how it is. Every year it's the basic, cutscenes and whatnot. So as you can see here, I have no control over this part of the game. And then it just kind of transitions into your first highlights. So as you can see here, the corners are different in this game. So you basically have a huge variety of different types of corners that you can take. As you can see here, a knuckle, a low straight. I reckon let's go for a chip this time. Let's kind of make it right into the middle. Try and hit the penalty spot. Oh, that was way too much power. That was almost like a balloon that was flying through the air there. And unfortunately, that attacking opportunity came to nothing. So now Chelsea have a solo run. Who's it coming out to? Looks like Kovacic, I think. It is Kovacic. Let's get Sterling out wide here. Sweat it into Aubameyang maybe. Oh, he didn't continue his run. He was meant to continue his run towards the goalkeeper, but he just ran away at the last second. As you can see, a Mexican wave in the background there. That's pretty cool. Alrighty, let's go for just a default. Whip that in. Oh, it goes too close to the goalkeeper. And unfortunately, that comes to nothing. But we have another one in the 85th minute. Alrighty, let's do the same one, but move it a bit further out. Try this again, whip it in. Not enough power, but Thiago Silva is there. Oh, not quite able to get a good shot off, and that attacking play comes to absolutely nothing. And as you can see, the first game comes to a 0-0 draw. We didn't actually have many highlights, so I'm just going to make the assumption that it was a pretty stalemate game between Roma and Chelsea. Obviously, Tammy Abraham, Jose Mourinho, both at this club as well. So good to see some friendly faces, but just a 0-0 draw for this attacking highlights only game. Alrighty, so our next game will be up against Melbourne City, a fellow Australian team. I live in Brisbane, so Melbourne's pretty far south for me. But their team, compared to Chelsea's, this really should not be a competition at all. But this time we're going to go through and play the entire highlights, which means we both have to defend and attack in this game. Alrighty, so we have a crossing opportunity for Chelsea here. We have the ball out wide with Kante. Let's whip it in to Aubameyang. Oh, he gets his toe on it. Wow. What an athletic dive there. Not able to get in the back of the net. The crossbar being the saving grace for Melbourne City there. Alright, defend it. Oh, wow. Wow. Melbourne City at home get the first goal. Oh, so there was hardly any opportunity there to defend that properly. The cross came in straight away, and my players were just not in the right position. Koulibaly and Cucurella were not able to close it down. The cross came in, they scored. So now we're down by a goal to nil. 32nd minute now, and we have a corner. Let's whip this in again. Let's try a knuckle this time. Let's whip it in hard. Oh, they were able to just clear it at the decisive moment. Get it out wide to Sterling, but the ball is lost. And another attacking opportunity goes amiss. Next up, a solo run with Aubameyang. I reckon we can beat the defender here one-on-one. Oh, we can't. Wow. Oh, failed skill move. That was so anticlimactic. Another solo run. Who's it with this time? Oh, Kovacic just got it, but Aubameyang got loads of space. Just have to find the pass. Look at this. Has to score. There we go. First goal for us in this game comes in the 60th minute. But it's level in this friendly game. So hopefully we can get another attacking opportunity and secure a victory. That would be fantastic. Alrighty, so we have a free kick this time around. Let's see if we can get it up and over the wall. We are taking it with Jorginho. Alright, enough power hopefully to get up and over. The wall gets there. And unfortunately that comes to nothing. Alrighty, we have to do some more defending with a Melbourne City attack. Alright, Thiago Silva is the player in control. Good tackle there. Well in. Alright, Chelsea solo run. Let's see if we can get past the defenders here. Get it out to Sterling. Get it in the bottom corner. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the victory secured for this friendly game, as the Chelsea fans and players go way more berserk than they should be. So that's it for this game here. Graham Potter shakes hands and we come out victorious, getting the 3 points in this friendly competition. Alrighty guys, I think you get the gist of how those mechanics work in this FIFA. As you can see here, the standings here, we have 1 win, 1 draw. So a victory in this game here to kind of secure our top spot would be ideal. And I honestly can't really see us utilizing either of those options there throughout this career mode. Maybe occasionally, but I will definitely be making use of these 2 simulation features throughout this season. So definitely look forward to that. But for these friendly games, let's just smash through them and quick sim. Let's see how we get on against RB Leipzig. We win 2-1. So we might have just secured top spot. I think hopefully we can transition into the next phase and just get some extra, prize money, continue that good run of form that we have been doing so far. Oh, well, what a surprise this is. We all agree it's unfortunate that we didn't win the Invitational Cup. The most important thing though is that all the team is fit and ready for the new season. We still have every confidence in your ability to meet this season's sporting objectives. We're looking forward to watching the team develop and progress. Interesting. So they've changed how the friendlies work this year, I think. So that means that if we have a look at the calendar, we have no more friendlies. So last year, and for many years previously, it was you play 3 games, you play a semi, you play a final. But this year, it looks like you kind of just play your 3 games and then that's it. Or maybe we just didn't finish high enough. It doesn't matter. They're just friendlies. I'm not that concerned, to be honest. But let's transition up to this Tottenham game being the first game of the English Premier League season. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come to kick off this career mode series with our first game of the season. We're going to be going up against Tottenham Hotspur, Antonio Conte's men. This game in real life was such a fiery contest. So far this season, in real life, this has been the game that we've played the best in. Every other game has been mediocre at best, sometimes awful. But I absolutely loved watching this game live. The rivalry between Tuchel and Conte on the sideline was just absolutely awesome to watch. So much entertainment on display, and you love it when the fans and the managers and the players really get involved and actually care and show their passion. So I absolutely loved everything about this game, and we definitely were robbed of the 3 points. Obviously that Cucurella decision at the end where his hair was pulled, the fact that those goals went in the way that they did, very controversial, I know, but hopefully in game we can get over the line. So let's get ready to go at Stamford Bridge to hopefully secure our first 3 points of the season. Oh wow, that looks awesome. That was a really cool exterior shot of Stamford Bridge there. Yeah, we've definitely got a few more cutscenes. Fans outside the stadium, fans inside the stadium. Bit of rivalry build up. Oh, that was cool. Oh, interesting. That was quite cool to see the sort of very brief glimpse of the Conte-Tuchel rivalry there. It really is a shame that Thomas Tuchel is no longer at the helm. I do think he was an elite manager, and the fact that Todd Bowley gave him so much backing coming into this season, with bringing in the players that he wanted, allowing Tuchel to assemble the team that he really wants to play with, and then just to sack him straight after the window ends. Todd Bowley has come out publicly and said that the reason he was sacked was because they didn't see eye to eye with Chelsea's, short and long-term futures. But to me, that seems very bizarre. If you're going to back him in the window and buy players that he wants, and then sack him afterwards. So my interpretation of it is that Todd Boehly, utilised Thomas Tuchel's expertise throughout this transition period where Roman Abramovich was stepping away from the club and Boehly was coming in, basically cleaning house, getting rid of so many key important players, both players and staff. Our sporting director has changed. Petr Cech is no longer at the club. So there's definitely lots of changes going on both in front and behind the camera. So it was a shock. It was a surprise to see Thomas Tuchel leave. I'm honestly disappointed, but I think Graham Potter is the next best option. So fingers crossed he can get the players gelling, get a formation that works really well, and that we can get some really exciting attacking, playing. So hopefully that is what happens. But as you can see here, the two teams are ready to go, and Aubameyang gets us kicked off for this first Premier League game here in the career mode.
Here's Kovacic. Sterling.
Oh, we got an opportunity here with Cucurella. Let's whip it in. Kovacic is in the box. Sterling with a header. Oh, he gets it in. No way. After 5 minutes, Raheem Sterling nets it. Let's go. Our first goal of the career mode this season comes in the most unexpected of ways. I did not expect Kovacic to be there. I was fully expecting Aubameyang. It is a poor clearance, I agree. And Raheem Sterling is in the right spot at the right time, uses those neck muscles with great proficiency, and gets it past Hugo Lloris. He probably should have done better. He should have saw it coming. But the Stamford Bridge is rocking because we have got the first goal. Let's go. Oh, Kante loses it in midfield. Højbjerg makes the interception. Basuma now. Making a great pass into Harry Kane. Koulibaly, what an absolute machine. Great tackle there. Kovacic, can he find Aubameyang? He's not quite able to dink it past the defender. Oh, Son has made a run in. Oh, Mendy, what a save. Cucurella, he doesn't land the tackle. Another great block there. Aubameyang now, can he get some skill moves on? Oh, here we go. Maybe out wide again. He's not able to get the pass off in time. That was such a great opportunity, and it came to nothing. Harry Kane has it in midfield now. Mason Mount, fellow English teammate, has to get back. Oh, the defending was poor. Oh, Mendy, he's got his near post covered. Thank goodness for that. Mason Mount read it like a book. Not able to get out of trouble, but we do secure the throw in. Alright, let's just get this ball out of here, I reckon. Hits Aubameyang on the head. That's what a target man should do. Fantastic work. Cucurella. Can we get Sterling? Oh, he does get the ball, though. Not able to really get out of there. Let's get it out to Fofana. Out to Kovacic, who might be able to get Mason Mount in. He doesn't get there in time, though. And the keeper does not make a mistake and clears his lines.
Harry Kane.
Oh, another good run in behind.
They want that equaliser, but the passing remains smooth.
Oh,
Just couldn't play that.
breaks down, though. Tottenham not quite hitting their stride at the moment, which is good for us, of course. Can we get Reece James in? He's got plenty of space. Akers, oh, he's got him behind. Here we go. Let's have a shot. Oh, he's missed. Oh, he did so well. Everything right, but he just didn't get it on target. Oh, Laurie's probably had it covered, but such a great opportunity. Reece James is normally pretty clinical from positions like that as well. Not on that occasion. Great header there. Coming close to half-time here. Just maintaining possession at the moment, trying to pick our spot. Get players to run into the right positions. Oh, good run. Oh, the defender read it very well. And unfortunately that broke down. Maybe Sterling's making a run. Oh, I could have hit Mount at the back stick. Oh, we can still get him in the head. The fact that they didn't close that down and stop the cross from coming in, that's awful. There is no excuse for that. An excellent save there by Conte. By Lloris. But wow, I can't believe we got away with that. What should we do now? Inside foot low. Let's see if we can get someone on it here. Ah, it was terrible. I didn't do what I wanted to do at all. Alright, I think this is going to be half time though, surely. 47th minute, I was going to say. It does indeed. I was going to say 1-0. That's a handy lead. It's definitely not secure though. We want to go into the second half, continuing this positivity, and hopefully getting another, and another, and another. That would be the way to go. Alrighty, Harry Kane is going to get Tottenham started in the second half. And even though they've had a slow start in-game, they have had such a rapid start in real life. I've been very impressed on not only how well they've been performing, but just on their business as well. The transfers that they've brought in, the fact that they got Richarlison from Everton, backup striker to Kane, but also an alternative winger. Such great business. Basuma was a great signing. Perisic, of course, at left wing back. So many great players at their disposal now, and I'm kind of glad to see Conte got backed in the window, and that he's got options to come off the bench with, and a really solid starting lineup. And we've committed a foul there. But Tottenham are going to be really competitive this season, and it's going to make our challenge for the top 4 race very, very difficult, I think. Oh, bad pass by James. Oh, but it's an even worse pass by Højbjerg. Back-to-back mistakes there. Let's switch the ball out here. Get it out to Cucurella. Maybe we hit Aubameyang like that. Can we get Mount in? Maybe some skill moves. A shot. Let's go! The English magician has hit the target just outside the box. That was awesome. Oh, the celebration didn't exactly do what I wanted it to do. But we have got that second goal that we so desperately craved. And the Stamford Bridge crowd goes absolutely ballistic. And look at this. Oh, wow, we've got a brand new replay system. Hypermotion 2, look at that. Oh, swish. That was awesome. Antonio Conte's men are not happy at all. But that was chef's kiss. What a great start to the season. What a great start to this game. Now we just have to sit back, defend, make sure we lock up, don't give Tottenham any more attacking opportunities, and get our first 3 points of the season. Oh, Emerson Royale's made a good run here. Can he get the ball in? Cucurella's done some decent defending. Koulibaly, up to you now. Oh, Mendy gets the ball in his grasp. Some few nervous moments there. I was going to say, it will be interesting to see how Tottenham react now that they are 2 goals down. One of the new changes that has come in FIFA 23 with the AI intelligence, with this hypermotion technology and whatnot, is that when teams are in precarious situations, they will make decisions that will be more attacking oriented or more defending oriented. So now that they are 2 goals down, will they commit more players forward? Will they try and get it back? Or will Conte's men just kind of sit back and accept defeat? So that'll be interesting to see how that unfolds over the course of this career mode, how teams react in certain situations. Aubameyang not able to find some space out here. Kovacic in the wide position. Alright, Kante now got to get back and defend. James should get there. I think he's knocked it out for a throw-in though. Oh, a shot from deep! Oh, Heung-min Son unleashing the right foot from out there. How close was it? Oh, it was quite close. I'm surprised Mendy didn't get a fingertip onto it, honestly. But it just comes to a goal kick, so I can't complain. Alrighty, a new aspect of this career mode, obviously mirroring what happens in real life, you have the ability to make 5 substitutions. So you can definitely do that. That feature is in the game, and that is what I've just done. I've completely changed up the team. As you can see in the top left, who has come off and who has come on. Still the same shape, still the same formation, all that kind of stuff. No need to change things that drastically because we are really in control. Ben Chilwell obviously started the season quite well, but Cucurella seems to have that first team spot as of right now. I'll say obviously Cucurella being a Brighton player, Graham Potter now the manager. It'll be interesting to see who he picks, whether he sticks with the player he knows or goes for Ben Chilwell. Jorginho gets the ball out wide here. Can we get a cross in? Oh, Pulisic! Wow. What a cross. No way he should have been getting a shot off there. But he got his foot to it. The defender did not do his job. Great outside of the foot pass by Jorginho. Great ball in. Yeah, defending was awful there. Sanchez should have got something on it. I don't know who it was marking Pulisic. It was Davies. Wow. Awful. Absolutely awful defending. And Tottenham have had a red-hot, cracking start in real life. In game, Antonio Conte's men, first game of the season, absolutely battered here at Stamford Bridge. Very, very happy about that. I think what set us up so well was that early goal, to be honest. The fact that Sterling was able to get on the score sheet so quickly, I think that might have had an effect on the mentality of these Tottenham players. And as you can see here, they are quite demoralised. They're just sitting back, allowing us to have the ball. There's no fight really in them. Chilwell switches out to James. Can he get past the defender? He can. Well, he got past 1. He didn't get past 2, unfortunately. We're coming towards the 90th minute now. Azpilicueta, club legend and club captain. Can't do the job, unfortunately. But Thiago Silva just gets there. And now Sterling with a counter-attacking opportunity. Can he find Havertz? Gets to Chilwell. Ah, damn it. That was such a bad counter-attack. Didn't do anything right, unfortunately. 3 minutes added on. Koulibaly. All he has to do is not allow a cross. Chilwell. Come on, clean sheet now, surely. Let's go. Kante gets the block. And that means that the 93rd minute signals the end of the game. And Graham Potter has got his first 3 points of the season. Very, very happy about that. Honestly, coming into this game, I didn't know what to expect. Obviously, Tottenham are a really solid team. And this game here, they just were outclassed everywhere on the park. They had a few opportunities, but they weren't clinical enough to get on the score sheet. Unlike us, who, when opportunities came to us that really shouldn't have, we were able to put them in the back of the net. Sterling in the 6th minute. 57th minute was Mount. And 81st minute was Pulisic, who really secured the 3 points. 3 goals for 3 points. Alrighty, our first post-match press conference with Graham Potter. I am liking how the face scan looks as well. Very impressed. Is it too big of a step up for Fofana? It's about self-confidence now. I'm sure the lad's got what he needs to have a really good career in game. It's about believing in himself now when he's on the pitch at the highest level. I was going to say, Fofana, he's definitely one of those players that I'm going to be relying on a lot throughout this season. What an outstanding performance. What made the difference? The players worked really hard in training this week. We took our chances, and that was the difference. You have to build from a solid foundation. Well, based off how we performed this game, I think this is the best answer. It doesn't matter how well you're playing, you have to take your chances, and we did that. That is 100% true. Our next question is, you really turned things around. How? At Chelsea, we pride ourselves on our resilience. I absolutely love that answer. So, first win secured in this Premier League season, and that is going to conclude the first episode of the FIFA 23 Chelsea Career Mode here on the Credit Kebab channel. Thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, I would appreciate if you smash that like button. Of course, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I was going to say, this is going to be a really fun season, and I can't wait to smash it out and go throughout this entire year with you guys. And hopefully you guys are subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss out on any of the videos. make sure the notification button is turned on so that you're notified as soon as the videos go live on the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in episode 2.